Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
The Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
You won't hear about my party. They're going to be shutting them down. They're going to probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
The recent revelations surrounding Sean Diddy Combs have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Sean Diddy Combs has captured significant attention following his arrest on serious charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
This case has unveiled a disturbing narrative about the alleged operations within Diddy's luxurious residences, particularly the so-called freak-off events that he reportedly orchestrated.
Now, the Department of Homeland Security, their what's called HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, gave CNN a statement. I'll read you part of that when asked about what this activity is.
The arrest occurred after federal authorities executed raids on Diddy's properties in Miami and Los Angeles, where they uncovered a plethora of incriminating evidence.
This investigation.
Yeah, Wolf, a very significant development here, seeing this law enforcement action taking place. I'll point out, just to be clear at the outset, we don't know that Sean Diddy Combs himself is the subject or target of a federal investigation. So it's just worth pointing that out at this hour. But what we do know is that 2 properties associated with him, we saw the feds descend on those properties. We saw on aerial footage, federal agents both here in the Los Angeles area as well as in Miami at those residences.
Among the items seized were over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, which were reportedly used during these illicit gatherings alongside narcotics and firearms, including AR-15s with defaced serial numbers.
Charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
The indictment details how these freak-offs were not merely casual encounters, but elaborate sexual performances that Diddy directed and often recorded.
My name is Damian Williams, and I'm the U.S. Attorney here in the Southern District of New York. Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
The federal investigation has revealed that these events involved the transportation of commercial sex workers across state lines, with Diddy allegedly providing drugs to ensure compliance from the participants.
That used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice.
Footage from Diddy's mansion has surfaced, showing the aftermath of the raids, during which agents left the property in disarray. Reports indicate that electronic devices, including 90 cell phones and laptops, were seized, potentially containing further evidence against him.
With regard to who it was engaged in, what activities there were, what it involved, and so that, if there's an investigation, could serve as a source of plentiful information.
This footage not only highlights the chaotic scenes post-raid, but also serves as a grim reminder of the serious nature of the allegations against him. In addition to the physical evidence collected, authorities have also obtained videos of the alleged abuse, which could play a crucial role in the prosecution's case. Witness testimonies corroborate many of the claims made in the indictment, suggesting a systematic pattern of abuse and coercion orchestrated by Diddy over many years.
This some shit, like, when I saw that, I was like, this dude fucked up. Like, this shit, like, he probably been fucked up since a baby, since a child. Like,
yeah,
that's
man.
some shit. Like,
that's some deep-seated issues.
Yeah, that's like some shit you need some, like, that's some.
The legal proceedings are ongoing, and as more evidence comes to light, it is clear that this case is far from over. These findings have profound implications not only for Diddy, but also for the broader conversation about accountability in positions of power within the entertainment industry.
Multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs.
Also, the Secret Service unveiled footage that allegedly connects Diddy to a series of disturbing activities, including the existence of secret tunnels purportedly used for illicit gatherings. This situation is evolving rapidly, and the implications are significant.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now.
Diddy's legal troubles began to escalate following a lawsuit filed by Cassie Ventura, which detailed serious allegations against him.
I thought, man, Diddy, you a sucker ass nigga, you know. Like, you know, that kind of violence, like kicking somebody and shit, like that kind of violence is like.
The lawsuit claimed incidents of physical abuse and coercion, leading to a settlement that many viewed as just the tip of the iceberg.
The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
The footage released by law enforcement appears to corroborate some of Cassie's claims, raising further questions about Diddy's behavior during their relationship.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now.
LeBron James has also commented on the situation, suggesting that he felt uneasy about Diddy's potential legal issues. This statement has led to speculation about whether he may have been an anonymous tipster to authorities, although this remains unconfirmed.
In the James family, dancing together. Hey, listen, your genre, what you done did, your plethora of music, any bad boy record that you ever did, we gonna vibe to. You know what I'm saying? So we about to just turn around and vibe. And Bron, me, when this is done, we gonna drink a couple of bottles of the most premium wine.
The intertwining of celebrity culture and legal accountability is becoming increasingly evident as more details emerge.
Your genre, what you done did, your plethora of music, any bad boy record that you ever did, we gonna vibe to. You know what I'm saying? So we about to just turn around and vibe. And Bron, me, when this is done, we gonna drink a couple of bottles of the most premium wine.
The culture surrounding celebrity parties has come under scrutiny, with many questioning whether such gatherings often cross ethical lines.
Together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time.
Some commentators argue that flying women out for intimate gatherings is a common practice in Hollywood. Still, they caution against labeling participants as victims when they willingly engage in these experiences.
Carter, the district judge assigned to this case, I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think he came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid.
However, the gravity of the allegations against Diddy suggests that not all parties are benign social events.
In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways.
A notable voice in this discussion is rapper Boozy Badazz, who expressed concerns about the implications of labeling women involved in these situations as victims. He argues that many women willingly participate and cautions against oversimplifying complex dynamics within celebrity culture.
I thought, man, Diddy, you a sucker ass nigga, you know, like, that kind of violence, like kicking somebody and shit, like that kind of violence is like I done had fights with my significant others, but this is like you fighting a man.
Law enforcement's involvement has intensified as they investigate claims related to sex trafficking and exploitation within the entertainment industry. Reports indicate that authorities are looking for evidence of underage individuals at these parties, suggesting a deeper level of criminal activity than previously understood.
Charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires.
The urgency of these investigations reflects a growing awareness and intolerance for such behaviors in Hollywood.
Sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Justin Bieber's name has surfaced in connection with Diddy's parties, with some asserting that Diddy targeted him during his formative years in the industry.
Diddy, him and his boy, they're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Observers note that videos from these gatherings depict Bieber in compromising situations, raising concerns about his well-being and agency at such events. Many commentators are rallying around Bieber, framing him as a victim rather than a participant in any wrongdoing.
And act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Oh.
As this situation develops, it remains to be seen how Diddy will respond to these serious allegations in court. His legal team has publicly denounced the investigation as a witch hunt, asserting that he is innocent until proven guilty.
Afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly.
However, with mounting evidence and multiple witnesses coming forward, the stakes are incredibly high for the music mogul, who faces potential life-altering consequences.